What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Frankie Hardwork, and I'm back, and I'm back, and I am back. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna let y'all get in tonight. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Got some things I want to talk about. What's going on, y'all? Come in the box. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all some time. Get y'all some time. Got some things I want to talk about. Shout out your city. Shout out your city and where you calling, where you coming from. Shout out your city. Let's get some things together, y'all, while I'm doing this. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing during this quarantine thing? Give me a shout out where y'all coming from. What's going on, Sherelle? Sherelle Mason, how you doing? What's going on, everybody coming up in this box? Hawaii, wow. Thanks, I appreciate it. That's what's up. Shout out to Hawaii. I never been there. I heard it's beautiful there. I would love to go there. How everybody doing tonight? How everybody doing tonight? We got a lot to talk about. Got a lot to talk about. Definitely got a lot to talk about. So what's going on, people? What's going on? How y'all doing throughout this lockdown? How y'all doing throughout this lockdown, man? There's a lot going on with this lockdown, man. I know around where I'm at, they locking stuff down. They taking things serious over here. We're losing a couple people. I'm over here in Newark, New Jersey, Essex County. Shout out to us. As of last night, we lost two more people. One of them was a 30-year-old young lady due to this COVID-19 situation. So it's a lot going on with that. We also lost, altogether, we lost 400. We lost 4 people altogether in Newark, New Jersey. And it's 200 cases so far, 200 confirmed cases in Newark, New Jersey. What's up, Lisa? Shout out to you, Lisa. It's 200 cases in Newark, New Jersey right now. So right now, Newark is definitely feeling it right now where we're from. We're definitely feeling it right now. I could definitely say that. If you're from Newark, New Jersey, what's up, Erica? Shout out to you. If you're from Newark, New Jersey, put it in there, man, because we're going through it right now. I know everybody else going through it too, but this is kind of more of a reality for us because I'm not going to lie. When I was driving around the streets, I seen a lot of people out, but you know, it is what it is. But last night we lost 2 more people, man. 4 people all together, man. It's getting real out here. And as a result of that, we're having a lockdown Monday, like a serious lockdown. They're about to really lock us down. Really, really lock us down. So, and you know what? When I was thinking about that, I was watching and I'm seeing people when I was driving around, you know, going to where I have to go to. Because honestly, I never took it for granted. I knew it was serious because, you know, like I said, I got people that I care about and I love that I love, you know what I'm saying, that's going through certain situations. And I don't want to, you know what I mean? I'm in pretty good shape. You know what I mean? I'm in good health. So I don't want to put that on anybody. You understand? So I've been moving accordingly. But when I was riding around, you do see it, like, it's kind of crazy, man. Like, the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, Ras Baraka, he put up he had a video. He do a video, I guess, every day through Monday through Friday. But today he was really talking about pretty much they about to really lock it down because, which is crazy. They said they broke up a cookout. People still having cookouts. They broke up dice games. They broke up a lot of things, and it's just like, oh man, what's good? What's good, my guy? Said Trump initially elected to revive 2 separate checks of $1,000. I'm gonna talk about that stimulus in 1 second. I'm gonna definitely talk about that because honestly, it's another. I feel like that stimulus is bogus to me. Everybody's going through it. Monday, hear anything? Anybody new? Anybody see it? No, I didn't hear nothing yet. What's going on, Ray? What's going on? Yeah, but as a result of that, Monday they're locking it down where we at, like, seriously. He said they're about to really do a serious lockdown right now, which is like, I mean, with the way it's going on right now, man, you got to be real careful right now. A lot of people is dying off this. Like, it's really getting serious out here. Like, it's really, really getting serious out here. Every time you turn around, you got people actually really dying off this. Like, I don't know nobody personally yet. I don't know nobody that I know have it. But I hear other people that I know have the symptoms. You know what I mean? That I haven't spoke to in a while, but they talk about them. It's like, yo, this thing is really getting real. So I don't know, like, how y'all feel about this stay home thing? You think it's really time for us to stay home? Like, let's be honest. Like, between all of us, do you think it's really time to stay home? Press 1 if you agree. Press 1 if you agree that it's really time for us to stay home. Because honestly, man, like, people, the way some people move, and people still moving kind of crazy. Like, I'm considered the I'm about to talk about that in a second. I'm about to press that in a second. I'm about to talk about that in a second. But I think it's time for people to really take this serious. I understand that, definitely not for free, but it's really time for us to take this serious, you know, because it's getting real out here, man. Like, you really don't know who have it. Like, honestly, you really don't know who has it. So, like, you really gotta move a certain way. Like when I'm at work, because I'm considered an essential worker, so I still work. I still have to go. I still have to and in the field I'm in, I deal with a lot of packages. You understand? I deal with a lot of cardboard. We deal with a lot of dealing with customers and stuff like that. So I still have to go. So when I'm in there, I can honestly say that people is not practicing like they should. Like, people moving kind of crazy. People up in people's face still. They're not moving correctly. Like, and I feel like, honestly, if you care about your loved ones, I don't care how strong you think you are, you really need to practice that. Like, seriously, I'm preaching that right now. Like, be easy out there. It's really getting real out here. I don't care if the government doing it or not. We really need to be easy out there. But y'all see that thumbnail that I got up there, right? Y'all see that thumbnail that I got up there, right? That black, you see it said black reparations. Oops, excuse me, my brother. You see that thumbnail I got up there? Nate, what's up, Nate? Now, y'all see that, right? Now, I understand we're going through a crisis or something like that, right? I understand we're going through crisis and, you know, people is getting fired. I mean, not fired, well, you know, laid off and stuff like that. And the shot, you know, and sorry for that. You know what I mean? They should definitely they do, you know, with this coronavirus thing. But I also want to say this, though. You seen how fast they came up with that $2 trillion? Press 1 if y'all believe that they came up with that $2 trillion up fast. Press 1 if you believe that they came up with that real fast. How your nephew doing now? Sherelle, how your nephew doing now? They came up with that $2 trillion fast, didn't they? Yeah. Absolutely. When I seen how fast they came with that $2 trillion, I'm pretty sure everybody was thinking that's a blessing. Good, you know what I mean? God bless him. God bless him, Sherelle. But when I seen that, right? When I seen that $2 trillion come up that fast, with all the rules and all this and that and all the stipulations and this and that, I said, wow. Now just remember before all this debate and all this, almost immediately, right? Before this debate and all that, right? They were saying, where's we gonna get this money from? Where's this money gonna come from? Where's we gonna magically get the money? What about all this? You know how much money that would be? Overnight, they produced $2 trillion for this. And honestly, I'm gonna talk about that stimulus package because I feel like a lot of black people is gonna be left out in this. I feel like a lot of black people is gonna be hurting this. Because we all know it's a lot of barbers, it's a lot of beauticians, it's a lot of people that have businesses that didn't get loans, that had to raise the money themselves. You know what I mean? That can't produce 50,000 to 100,000, 80,000 a year showing that. You understand? There's a lot of things going on with that package. So a lot of people feeling like, okay, we getting the $1,200 and this and that, and this and that. I'm gonna speak more about it. I'm gonna speak more about that in 1 second. But I want to talk about this $2 trillion that just magically popped out of there. You see how that $2 trillion, mind you, we already in debt of $1 trillion in debt. We already in debt. I stimulus check what Bush was in office. Yeah, man, listen, exactly. But now they produced that $2 trillion immediately. Now, mind you, they were just saying we didn't have it, right? But see how fast they got it, and we in debt in trillions already. We in debt in trillions already. But they made it thought that now, being that Trump he's president, he want to go for the second term, so he's going to do anything he possibly could do to make that happen. Anything that seems too good to be true is usually is. Mick, what's up, Mick? Erica, you right. And that's what I'm talking about right there. That's why I feel the way I feel. Now, for a minute, the rumblings of the reparations, it almost kind of quiet down a minute. But we need to bring that back. Seneca, what's going on, Seneca? We need to bring that back. Because honestly, I know everybody gonna be like, oh, y'all selfish. We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to care about one another and this and that because we're on the same boat. Absolutely. But at the same time, with this stimulus package, let's talk about this stimulus package. With this stimulus package, it's only going to make the wealth growth, it's only going to make the wealth gap bigger. You know that, right? It's going to only make the wealth gap bigger with this stimulus package. I want y'all to take a look at this stimulus package that's supposed to save everybody. Now, with this stimulus package, they have guidelines or stimulations that they're going by, right? Now, mind you, people are going through this now. People lost their jobs right now. People need food. People need all that right now. We're going through that right now. So we don't have time to wait for 4 months. Now, the stipulations with this stimulus package, right? First of all, you have to have filed taxes within 2019, 2018. You have to file taxes, right? And then not only just that, if you didn't file taxes, you also had to have direct deposit. Whoa, that was a gunshot. Wow. But you also supposed to have direct deposit. Direct deposit. Now let's talk about that. We all know that we have a lot of beauticians, we have a lot of barbers and stuff like that. They don't file taxes and stuff like that. And if they do file taxes and stuff like that, they do it for basically for a business owner. And that's not even and that won't even show or produce a lot of things. They can't even get a loan with this. With them having their own business or being a barber or being a beautician, they can't really file for anything. Do we have any barbers or beauticians in? See, we definitely need to stay in the house, Joe. We definitely need to stay in the house. Now, if we do come out, we got to move, you know what I mean? Move like a ninja. But do we have any barbers or beauticians in? Because if you're a barber and beautician, it's going to be way harder. And then you got to think about a lot of people, even online banks have right numbers. A lot of people don't have direct deposit. A lot of people, it's been said that about 40% of black people, or more than that, does not have a bank account. Let's think about that. So a lot of people was getting their checks physical. So that means if you didn't have a direct deposit within that year, that means you got to wait for 4 or 5 months. Now, you know how long that's going to be, 4 or 5 months? And then people don't even have a job yet. And then some people already got laid off because they want to downsize a lot of these companies too. And these companies that's downsizing, they still getting checks. Oh, and if you're a child support, you get none. Oh, I didn't know about that. That's another thing. They getting their money back one way or another. Whoever your tax was on with, black car. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, this right here, it doesn't help everybody like that. A lot of people gonna be still sitting there with no money. A lot of people still is gonna be eligible for this. It's a lot of small black businesses out there that didn't go to the bank, that didn't get loans, that actually raised the money themselves. I know that. I was a business owner. When I had my business, I raised the money up myself. I didn't get a loan from anything or nothing like that. I raised the money up myself. So I wasn't able to go to certain companies for them to help me out and this and that. Everything I had to do, I had to come out of my pocket and do it. You understand? It's a lot of people like that right now. And they got a thing where you got to file for a loan for certain businesses. But then for that loan, you have to produce that you made $50,000 to $100,000 a year. Now, if you got black businesses out there that made $50,000 to $100,000 a year, you know how good they'd be? They won't even need no loan. Nah, not everybody, man. It's guidelines with it. It's got for the small business loan, it's the SBA loan. It's a small business something account or something like that. It's an SBA loan. Nah, you understand? So when you file for that, you gotta prove different things. You gotta prove how long you've been in this business for. Now, how many black? I'm telling you, as a black businesses, right? As black businesses, it's hard to do all the things that these other businesses do because they get help, they get loans and things of that nature. And when you have a black businesses, when you raising your own money, you don't get that help. So you got to move totally different. You understand? Totally different. And they know that. They know that. Now, how many black business, Nate, you're right, Nate, $200,000 is nothing. But how many black businesses out there is really making $50,000 to $100,000 a year in your neighborhood? You're not seeing that. You're not seeing black businesses making $50,000 to $100,000 a year in your neighborhood. We all know that. And they know that. Chucky, what's good, Chucky? What's good? We all know that, and they know that. You think they didn't strategize this? You think they didn't strategically go through this right here? And then with this $1,200, it's $1,200 and $500 a kid. So basically, they're going by the way you file taxes. If you file taxes and you filed a kid, you're getting $500 as well. And then think about it. It also goes up to what they say, $75,000. If you make $75,000, if a person makes $75,000, they should be good. If you're making $75,000 a year, you should be doing pretty good. $1,200 isn't enough to stay in. Exactly. That can't provide food and board at the same time. Not now. Not now. Right? Where I'm at, in Jersey, where I'm at, $1,000, you get you a nice little studio or maybe a nice 1-bedroom, depending on where you at in the hood. That's in the bag. What's good? What's poppin'? How you? Lorenzo, what's good? What's good? But you understand, you ain't getting nothing like that. Like $1,200 is nothing. And then they saying it's for the people that have direct deposit, it's going to take up to 3 or 4 weeks. Up to 3 or 4 weeks. Come on now. And then the people that didn't have direct deposit, they got to wait like 3 or 4 months. Think about that. They know what they was doing. They knew who they was looking for and all that. But then, they come up with all this money and they bailing out big companies, hundreds of billions of dollars, but they can't give us our reparation though. Let's talk about this. I want to get back to this reparation. Let's get back to that. Oh, something must have really happened. But let's get back to that. Let's get back to that. The reparations. They claim they ain't got this money, but then they bailing out all these companies. Your rent's $1,800? Exactly. $1,200 ain't gonna do nothing. Then what about food? What about bills and all that stuff? And if you owe child support, Erica just said that. If you owe child support, it's a wrap. But then let's think about this though. They bailing out all these companies, they doing all this and all that, right? But they can't come up with reparations for people that have been struggling, for people that made this company, that built this company, that built this country. Believe it or not, listen, let's talk about this. Off of our backs, you have billionaires. You have generational billionaires right now that built their companies off of our back. And we can't get no reparations. We can't get no reparations. It's so hard. It was so hard to come up with that. And it's not. It's not hard to come up with that at all, man. It's not. Like, they know for a fact they're doing it wrong, and they're slapping us in the face with this. And that's the thing about it. It's a slap in the face. Because whether they claim that they helping or whatever, it's really not doing nothing. $1,200 is not doing anything. And then we're not getting it immediately. This should be overnight. This should be overnight. But yet they want to make us wait. But then at the same time, they want to talk about how they can't produce any money for reparations. We need to push harder for this right now. This is the time right now we need to push harder for this. They got the money to pay for family. They got the money to pay family reparations. They're taking exactly. Exactly, Nate. You feel me? Exactly, Mick. You hear me? Like, real talk. They know they can pay this, and this is the time we need to push harder. Like, no more falling back right now, because this is the time right now we should be killing these candidates with our questions and with our how we're gonna stand for this, and only way we'll back you is if you support reparations. We gotta stick to what we're on pre-coronas voting on. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. In the back. You feel me? Like, this is the time we gotta push now, because everybody's in the same boat right now. Everybody's in the same boat right now. With this coronavirus situation going on right now, we all in the same boat. But at the same time, we're on the same boat. But with the stimulus package, they're trying to widen the gap even more because they know. And I said this in my last live. They know that with them giving grant, because mind you, some of these are grants with these companies that getting these billions of dollars. Some of these are grants with these small business. Some of them getting grants, so they ain't got to pay it back, which help them boost the economy. Will help them boost their economy within their company. You understand that? They know that. But yet, they can't give out reparations. So they want to widen the gap even more, help the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. They know what they're doing right now. The way they put out that company, that was very strategic. If I don't get his fine, I'll survive. Real talk. I just feel like some fraud type thing is happening. Absolutely. And then if I think the money go, like I think if it's for rent, the money go directly to the landlord. If I'm not mistaken, the money go directly to the landlord. Exactly. I'd rather have the land than mule. Exactly. Exactly. At the same time, we had the land. I'd rather have land, mule, and money. We need money too, because we gotta fund that land, Nate. I'm on red. You feel me? I want all that. Let me see. I can work with my land safe. Exactly. I want land, I want my mule, and I want the money. What they said, they were 40 acres of land and mule. That's what they said, right? Oh, no, the landlord can't touch it? Oh, I thought it went straight to the landlord. I thought they were saying something like that. All right, thanks, y'all. But yeah, you see what is going on right now with this black reparation? I mean, with this reparation that's going on right now, man, we need that reparation. We need that because honestly, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. With this coronavirus, it exposed a lot of people. It exposed a lot of us, right? We wasn't prepared for this. Let's keep it 100. And I'm not even talking about storing water. I'm not talking about storing cans of canned food and storing dry food. I'm not even talking about that. A lot of people wasn't prepared about that, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about as far as our finances. We wasn't prepared for this to happen. We was not prepared for this to happen. And for it to happen so fast and out of nowhere and shut down the economy, people lost their jobs. People couldn't go back to work or none of that. People didn't have, we was already living paycheck to paycheck. We was already living paycheck to paycheck. You understand? And then for this to happen right here, it's exposed a lot of people. A lot of people. We need them reparations. And it's not even about begging for money. It's not even about, we sitting there trying to, eat off the system. Not at all. We need that. Because honestly, situations like this it can kill a whole society. If they was to do this, if this was to keep going on for a year, or we're going on, you know what I mean? People will be out of here, be homeless, won't have no food. Some people are dying, stuff like that. If it's to keep going on, we don't have our money. Think about it. As a family, we don't even make that much money as a family. You have a family of 5 that's not even making $100,000 a year. Let's talk about it. Let's real talk. Let's really discuss this. You understand? Because it's getting real out here. And with this coronavirus, it really showed us that we really need these reparations, man. It's real out here, man. It's real out here. And then from what I'm hearing, they also giving they helping with stamps. And that's not even enough. The stamp that they posted that they were supposed to help people out with, that's not even enough. You understand what I'm talking about, man? Bro, they knew this shit was gonna happen. Well, else did the studio step out right before? Exactly, man. Slap in the face to black niggas. Politics, you gotta think about what it's Exactly. They knew this was gonna happen. And a lot of people, and they was prepared for it. But us, we didn't get no warning, no nothing. No warning, no nothing. Just shut down the economy. All right, okay, I'm sorry. You gotta go home. Now, mind you, some people been home for 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks with no job. No job, no money, no income. How that even works? Like how and then you gotta wait another couple more weeks to get a check, to get a $1,200 check. How that even work? Come on. We all were vulnerable, real talk. And they see they closed down human resources office. They knew what they was doing when they closed down the human resources office. They sure milk that's for every job. Absolutely, Chuck. What's going on, Chuck? Absolutely. Like they know what's going on, man. Like, let's really get down and talk about this, man, because this right here exposed a lot of us. It really showed a lot of people. And even though they knew this already, The government knew what was going on already. They knew our finances. They know what was going on. They knew this already. Honestly, they know what was going on. But this showed us right now, like, we really need to band together. Like, this is when black support should come in even more. Like, we really need to support our business, support black businesses. Real talk. Real talk. We need to support black businesses more than ever. Right now, we need to support black businesses more than ever. Because guess what? A lot of these black businesses, they was not considered an essential business. Let's get real. Let's get real. A lot of these black businesses was not considered an essential business. Think about it. Let's really sit here and think about the black businesses that we have. Okay, we have a lot of soul food stuff like that in certain states and stuff like that. That you have a lot of black businesses that build off of food. True, but then a lot of, like, where I'm from, a lot of black businesses owners that is it's like record stores, it's like clothing stores, little stuff like that. While meanwhile, you have other people that can get the loans, that can get the good loans, and that can have an essential store, and they store still open, like household products that you might need and stuff like that. They can get businesses like that. While black people have to open up barbershops, hair salons, understand, stuff like that. It's real. Think about that. Let's really sit here and talk about that. A lot of black businesses were not essential businesses. So from the rip, you're out of here. You're not making no money. Your business is closed. It's this one salon, right? It's this one salon I seen, right? This woman, North New Jersey. I don't know her. I never seen her, but I always go past it, and I seen that they was fixing it up for like 4 or 5 months. They was fixing it up. They got the new sign. A week before they shut everything down, she just opened it. Let's say she opened it on a Monday. That Friday, they shut it down. It took like 5 months to open that business. Now think about that. That's not an essential business. They know that. You understand what I'm saying? They know what's going on, man. That's why I feel the way I feel about how they really don't really care, man. They was able to produce $2 trillion for everybody, but when it comes to us trying to close the wealth gap, they don't want to see that. It's going directly to your landlord. They're gonna give it to you to check. I'm not sure, Nate. I'm not sure. But you see what I'm saying? Like with this situation right here, it exposed a lot of things, man. It exposed a lot of things, yo. A lot of things. And that's what's scary about this, man, because we don't know what's going on. You understand what I'm talking about? We don't have a clue. They can do anything they want. They can tell us anything they want. Exactly, Erica. She was bankrupt before she started. And guess what? She can't get a loan. You know how hard it is to get a loan? And like I said, we already and like I said, at the same time, I play devil advocate, right? Our credit should be good. We should be handling a lot of things as we should. So we can't blame a lot of things on people. But we all know that we always come up with our money. We come up with this stuff. Don't nobody help us. We can't get loans. So we come up with this money. And guess what? Being that you raise your own money, you can't get no loan as a black business owner. So when it's all said and done, this corona situation said and done, a lot of business owners is not going to have their business. A lot of black business owners is not going to have their business. Let's really think about that. It's a lot of non-essential businesses, barbershops, hair salons, clothing stores, variety stores, all that type of stuff. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? I believe all right, good. I believe that too. We said they wanted to get rid of elderly who were living too long. They wanted to get. Hey, Red, I talked about that. I mean, I wanted to talk about that too, because you're right about that. It's a thing going around. People actually talk about that, where they feel like with the Social Security, like they feel like they're getting rid of old people too. I wouldn't doubt it, man. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it, because with this government, there's no telling what they'll do. There's no telling what they'll do. There's no telling what they'll do. But honestly, man, it's just real out here, man. It's really getting real out here, man. It's really exposing. And that's why, like I said, we need to support each other, y'all. We really need to support each other. Like when I had my business, right? I had a couple of businesses, but I had a barbershop last. And guess what? Now I'm thinking about it. I had a barbershop not too long ago, a couple months ago. But before that, I had a clothing store, right? It was a variety store. I had music in there, clothes, sneakers, and stuff like that in there, right? I raised that money on my own. No help, no loans, none of that stuff. Nobody came to the rescue, none of that stuff. I did all that, all me. And I can remember this one particular situation, because I had clothing then as far as Levi's, all the good stuff, True Religions, all that good stuff, real. None of my stuff was fake. Shoes, all that, right? Jewelry, all that. So somebody came in there, wanted to buy some clothes. I was selling Levi's for $50. Mind you, Levi's in the mall is $70. Mind you, Levi's in the mall is $70. This guy wanted to get the Levi's for $30. I told him to beat it. I mean, it was more vulgar than that, but I told him to beat it. Because you wouldn't go to another store like that and disrespect him like that. So why would you come to me as a black man, as your black brother? Why would you come to me and disrespect me like that, knowing I worked hard for this? It's a lot of that going on. People want hookups. People want hookups and stuff like that. And it's like, yo, you can't look me out as another. You don't want to see me grow. That's another one of our problems. The crab in the bucket. We got to stop all that, man. We got to stop that. And there was this meme that's going around with this shout out to all my nail designers out there. Shout out to y'all, the black ones, because guess what? They never would do it. Exactly, guys. But guess what? I want to talk about this meme, right? It's a meme going around. It's a black. She's a nail tech, a black nail tech, right? Female. So the meme said pretty much, "Don't call me now," knowing that. Don't call me now to get your nails done, knowing that you're going to go right back to the Asians after this is over. You know what I mean? We're not a backup plan. And real talk, I felt that. When I seen that meme, and she said that nail techs are not a backup plan, I felt on that. Because let's think about it, ladies. Let's think about it. And let's think about this. It should be more support with the black females with that's nail techs. Y'all need to support them as well. I don't get my nails done. So I'm a man, so I don't need to get my nails done. I clip my own nails. When it's long, I clip them. But y'all need to support them as well. Right now, everybody's looking for their black nail tech right now. Everybody's looking for the black nail tech right now because everybody nails is crazy. But let's real talk though. When this is dead and done, when this is over, are y'all gonna go back to the Asians? To the Asian nail salons, or y'all gonna still deal with them? You understand? Because they charge a lot of money too, from what I see. They charge a lot of money, from what I see. So why can't they charge money if they have good work as well? Let's really talk about this, huh? Because as a community, we support everybody else, but we don't support our own. I've been through this numerous of times. So when I seen that meme, I felt on that. We got to support each other way more than we ought to do. Every other community support each other. When you think about it, like let's get real. I remember on Facebook, right? I had a while ago, I posted something on Facebook a while ago, and I post, and this is years ago. That's the funny part. And this situation is going on right now. I post, do you think a black business will survive in China? Absolutely, pretty good, Si. Shout out to you. How you doing? But I post, do you think a black business will survive in China? Press 1. Wait a minute. Do you think that a black business will survive in China, y'all? Do you think a black business will survive in China? Erica, exactly. A black business will not survive in China. You know why? They won't support us. But then guess what? Their business will survive in a black community though. Any other nationality can come to our community and become millionaires. But we can't go to any other community and become millionaires. Why is that? Let's think about that. Why is that? We can't go to China, and no disrespect to them, because I have nothing against them. I'm talking about, we really talking about us right now. We talking about us right now. We can't go to no other community and make it, but yet we can't support each other. Let's think about that. They could come over here and become millionaires, send their kids to the best school, get their kids the best education. They get the nice cars. They get their own. They get the vacations, and they get the venture off at other projects because their parents made money off the hood. Let's think about that. We can't do that nowhere. Nowhere. This right here need to band us together right now. This need to band us together as a people. Like we really need to stop with this. Oh, I'm not gonna get him that money. We really need to stop that, man. We really need to stop that. Because we open and embrace anyone else but our own. Exactly. And that leads me to a Letitia James. What's her name? Letitia James? I'm going to talk about this, but what's her name? Letitia James from New York, the Attorney General, where they made a 100 hotline for anybody that's discriminated against, basically for the Asians, the discrimination against the Asians for this coronavirus situation. But yet, all the stuff that happened to black people, and she's a black, I didn't even know that New York had a black Attorney General. I didn't know that. A black female Attorney General. All the stuff that black men go through in New York, black women go through in New York, and discrimination in New York, you won't think to make a hotline for us? I'm not from New York, but I'm speaking as a community. All that, but you won't make a hotline for us. That stuff like that. You'll cape for everybody and look for everybody else, but you won't look out for your own people. When you in a position, it's a lot of times that we actually get in a position to help our people. It's a lot of times that we actually get in a position to help our people. But you know what we do? We chose to kiss everybody else's ass. We need to stop it, man. We really need to stop it, man. We had a president at one time. Let's talk about that. We had a president. Even though he was half Kenyan and half white, I get it. But he considered himself as a black man with a black wife, with black kids. He didn't do nothing for us. Stuff like that. When we get in these positions to help one another, we don't do it. Like, why is that? Exactly, pretty girls are. Exactly. It's really a crisis right now. It's real out here right now. It's really real out here right now. I never seen it like this ever. You know. Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, we really need to band together right now. After this right here, because we're going to get through this. Like, you see all of a sudden, I see the tone changing a little bit. We're definitely going to get through this. Especially as a people, we definitely going to get through this because we've been through so much. We've been through so much as a people. You know what I mean? As a group of people, we've been through so much. We've been through situations that is just as worse as this. And we made it up out of this. For years and years, centuries, decades, it's always been like this. So we're going to get through this. I know we're going to get through this. But I just feel like this should make us stronger. This should make us come together even more. This should make it seem like when you see a brother or your sister with that business, you know what? Let me support them 100%. No shorts. You feel me? Exactly, Red. First, we had to start killing one another too. Yeah, man, that's another thing, Lorenz. That's another thing, man. But I ain't gonna get into all that, man, because that right there, we definitely need to stop that. I haven't seen no difference. I've been out of this for at least 2 weeks. You haven't seen no difference? And Erica, you stay safe out there too, man. You stay safe out there. Sugarfoot. Yeah, Sugarfoot Mick. But let's talk about it, y'all. Right now, we need each other more than ever right now. This is real serious times right here. But this is more serious. This is serious times right now. This is real serious times right now. You understand? We need each other more than ever right now. But you know, I was looking at something, right? I was looking at something with this situation, with this corona situation. You know they have a do not resuscitate order. They have a do not resuscitate order due to coronavirus. And basically what they're saying is that if a person die to the situation, if a person died due to coronavirus, they don't want you to resuscitate them. Even though you might be healthy, even though you didn't issue this or nothing like that, they have a do not resuscitate order. This corona thing is really getting real out here, y'all. This corona thing is really getting real out here. Press 1 if y'all heard about that. A do not resuscitate order. Press 1 if you heard about it. Press 2 if you didn't. It's getting real out here, y'all. It really is. Press 1 if y'all heard about it, and press 2 if y'all didn't. Yeah, they have a do not resuscitate order. Because they basically saying that they don't want to put the doctors and the nurses in harm's way. Oh, you heard about that, Angela? Yeah, but they don't want to put the doctors and nurses in harm's way. That's how you know it's really getting real out here, y'all. Like, it really is getting real out here. And it's like I got mixed feelings about that, man. Like, I understand that we got to look out for our nurses and our health providers. Shout out to them. Let's say that. Shout out to the nurses, to the people that's on the front line that's actually dealing with this. Shout out to them because they brave. So I see where they coming from. But then it's scary because it's like, yo, you can have a loved one out there that's going through this, or somebody that you know, a friend that's going through this. That actually, if they happen to slip one time, you're not coming back. You could be the healthiest person, and for that one time you slip, they're not gonna resuscitate in order just to so they won't put the doctors and the nurses in danger. That's real. That's real. Ships have arrived in California. One came to New York too, on Red. If I'm not mistaken, one came to New York too. I think it came or it's almost there about the ship. But that's real though. That's real right there. This is really scary times. I'm not trying to scare y'all up or nothing like that, but I'm just, talking about some things like that we all need to know. They should have had that. Do not resuscitate for them opioid addictors. Hey, Mick, man, it's crazy, Mick. It's crazy. But this is scary times right here. This is really scary times right here, man. That's why we really got to be careful out here, man. Like I said, where I work at, man, like it's a lot of people, they consider us an essential business because we ship and all that. So we've been around a lot of people and stuff like that, man. I be moving like a ninja in there. I don't flip and move all over the place and nothing like that. I'm not moving scary now. I'm not moving scary, but I am cautious. I'm not moving scary, but I am cautious because it's a lot of people that still taking it lightly. Yeah, it is. It is, Angela. Well, we know why the death count is so high. They're not doing the respiratory procedures. Yeah, they're not. But it's not official yet. It's not official yet. They discussing it right now. They want it universal. They want it universal, Erica. It's not official yet, but we don't know if that hasn't happened. We don't know if that haven't happened. Now let's speak about that. How for them to even bring that up, that had to be an issue. For them to bring that up and actually make it like a universal, they want to make a universal basically rule or whatever, a law or whatever, that they don't have to resuscitate to save the healthcare workers. This had to be an issue. So we don't know if that hasn't happened yet, but they speaking about that right now. They created an archive. Yeah. Yeah. And it's fixing to get worse. That's the crazy part, unapology, me. It's gonna get worse before it get better. It's definitely gonna get worse before it get better. Keith, what's good, Keith? We're talking about a little bit of everything, man. We're talking about a little bit of everything. Right now, we're talking about they have a do not resuscitate. And for this corona thing, if a person die, they don't you can they thinking about not having to bring them back to life. The black woman in London, mother died at 3 because she said she was in private. She died the next day. Wow. Rest in peace to her, man. Rest in peace. Probably won't do See, that's what I'm talking about, Erica. That's why I said I got mixed feelings about that, because I understand. Because think about it, like when you're hands on with that, and that's scary. That's what I'm talking about. That's scary. It's your hands on with that. So I understand where they're coming from, but that's why this is more and more scary. Because right now they get to the point where it's like, look, because think about it, they're not testing everybody. Everybody's not getting tested, so we don't know who, we don't know who, who has it. And then, like I said, as a black society, a lot of us didn't have a good health insurance, so a lot of people didn't go to the doctor. So we don't know. A lot of people don't know if they have any underlying issues, and if they get sick and they die. You see, understand? As a black community, man, this exposed a lot right here, man. Because, like I said, a lot of us do not go to the doctor. Let's keep it 100. As a community, a lot of us do not go to the doctor. So a lot of people don't even know if they have any underlying issues, because they were saying that people at risk are diabetics. They were saying most of the people that is at risk is diabetics. And you know what I noticed within the last year, even before this coronavirus situation, before this coronavirus situation, as far as diabetes, you notice there's a lot of Quest diagnostic places popping up, right? They deal with like places, if it's either them or another place, but they deal with like diabetics. That's the new big business right now. It's a lot of black diabetics out here that have to go get their blood clean and stuff like that. It's a lot of them. Exactly. And I'm sorry, Big Red. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but that's one of the things that they said that they seen in common. So stay safe. That's exactly one of the things they say they seen in common at the people when they did autopsy. Is people they had diabetes. And that's another thing. That's another thing you see a lot in the black community. So we have to really be careful. We really have to be careful. There's a lot of diabetics in the black community, and I noticed that within the last couple of years. Kids, that's what nurses have to take for kids. It's real out here, man. That's why we really, as a community, we really have to be careful. We really have to be careful. Not enough health facility residents tested positive, migrating to the city for treatment, spreading the virus. Yeah, Lisa, that's another thing. Asthma too, exactly. But Lisa, that's another thing. You understand? Like as a community, we're not getting the best. We're not getting the best treatment. In the black community, we're not getting the best treatment. It was studies a couple years ago where they were saying how black versus white as far as medical treatment, and they was putting a percentage of each different situation or each diagnosed, whether it be cancer, whether it be this, whether it be that, and they put the percentages of if it was a white person, how much is your chances of living opposed to being a black person, how short are your chances to live in the same situation, but our treatment is different. You see what I'm saying? That's why we gotta be real careful. We need to look up some remedies and stuff like that for our immune system and our respiratory system and our body period. We need to take vitamin C, vitamin D. You understand? Yeah, Erica, you be careful too. You be careful too. I was in my A1 5.7 Monday. Yeah, just be careful, you know. But that's what I'm saying. We gotta be very careful what's going on out here, man. There's a lot going on. It really is. You gotta keep our eyes open, man. We definitely gotta keep our eyes open. And you know, throughout this situation, I'm gonna be honest, right? Half of the people in Hawaii are diabetic. Dialysis. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for, Sherelle. Dialysis. Sending all over the island. It been dialysis popping up all over the place. Like the company I work for, we ship to a lot of dialysis places and stuff like that. And when I seen how much dialysis places is in the hood, and you saying that it's in a lot of them in Hawaii, I didn't know that. I definitely didn't know that. But that's the scary thing. It's a lot of diabetics, man. We gotta be careful. You're at least social distancing right now. I said like the social distancing, like I feel like we definitely got to do that. And in my last video, I feel like it can also be used against us as well. But we definitely got to be smart. The Lisa, absolutely. Go to seal. There you go. That's sometimes, yeah. And also the what's that, moss? The moss. I heard that's good too. I'm gonna order me some of that. Yeah, we definitely do, man. I pray for the world on the night. You heard me, Ray? I prayed for the world the other night. Like, not trying to sound corny or nothing like that, man, but I just want us to get through this, man. Absolutely, Lisa. All over the place. When you go to the bank, it's CMOS, Erica. When you go to the bank, when you go to the drugstore, when you go all over the place, they definitely have a 6 feet markers. They have it at my job too. Garlic and honey, yep. Talk about the people still working. They're afraid to start working because, yeah, it's serious, nigga. Like I said, where I'm at, it's hard to practice social distancing. I practice social distancing, but it's hard, man. Some people, like where I work, is you working amongst each other, you're talking to each other, you have to build plans together, you gotta work together. So that's hard. And it's sweat and it's fluids all over the place. So yeah, man. Honestly, this might sound crazy, but they need to listen. We need to all they need to shut the companies down, man. Like where I'm at working, it's definitely risk. It's a high risk people where I'm working at. It's people that have asthma there. It's people that's older there and stuff like that there. And we open. We dealing with packages. I just found out the other day that on cardboard, I think it lasts up to 9 hours. It lasts up to 9 hours on cardboard. Hold on, let me see something. Let me look at this. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I got this. I got this on my phone. Hold up. Because they was talking about how, like, on different surfaces, it lasts, it goes about this amount. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. While I'm out there, I need y'all to go out there and I need y'all to press that like button. I need y'all to press that like button for your boy and share this for your boy, y'all. Press that like button for me. But now look. Now, as far as the corona, let me read something to y'all real quick. The coronavirus can exist on stainless steel objects for 2 to 3 days. That's a problem because steel is a community used in public transportations and scores of other public places such as restrooms, stalls, faucet, and other manual paper hand towels. Now, you know when you're on a bus and you grab the handrail, that can last. The coronavirus can sit on there for up to 72 hours. How they know this? I don't know. I'm just reading this to y'all. This is what they talking about. I don't know. Then, you know, when you go shopping and stuff like that with the shopping carts, it can last up to 72 hours on plastic objects as well. Think about that. It can last to 72 hours on plastic objects. So, you know, when you go shopping and you push in the cart, it can last on there as well. That's me sitting with the car. Elderberry is gummies 1 a day, like 7.8. I'm gonna look into that, Delisa. Then on cardboard, it says the virus could be on cardboard. Oh, it says 24 hours, up to 24 hours. That's noteworthy because many customers are using online delivery services during a coronavirus outbreak instead of going to the stores in person. And the food because you got people that's ordering food and it comes in the packages. I see it all the time. People ordering food all the time. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. It's real life. We gotta be real careful, man. We gotta wash our hands. We gotta have a hand sanitizer. You know what I mean? We come to the house, you clean the bathroom, you make sure everything good, things of that nature. You really gotta be careful. And I ain't, you know what I mean? And with this situation right here, it also made me think about how we took a lot of things for granted. Let's talk about this, y'all. We took a lot of things for granted, man. You know what I mean? Like we took hugging. I miss hugging my moms. I miss hugging and kissing my moms, but I can't do that because guess what? I'm an essential worker. I'm out there all the time. I can't go home and hug and kiss my mom after I've been to work. I can't go see her and stuff like that. I can't do that. Disinfect, y'all. More credit card, bottom of shoes, everything. Exactly. That's in the bag. Exactly. Clean doors. Exactly, man. But you know what I mean? But the stuff we took for granted. Like I miss that hugging my family members and stuff like that and staying with something my fellas and stuff like that. So that's why after this right here, after we get through this, because we definitely gonna get through this. But after we get through this, we really need to step our game up, right? We really need to show our loved ones more love. We really do. You understand? Because the things we took for granted, going outside, we can't. They stripped that from us, even though it was for the safe. But that's gone that fast. It was just good. It was just all good just 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago, it was all good, and now we on lockdown. I need y'all to get them likes up for y'all, boy, y'all. I need y'all to like it. I need y'all to share this. You understand? But it's getting real out here, man. Things we took for granted. It was just all good. It was just all good. So y'all, I want to talk about something real quick, y'all. I want to talk about y'all boy again. I want to talk about y'all boy, Phenomenal Black Man. What's going on? Lemon Tea and Ginger. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of stuff like that too. I've been going anti-social for a good while now. Social distancing ain't nothing new to me. You know what's so funny, Mick? I was just saying that to myself earlier. Like everybody, if everybody know me, if you know me, you know how I move. So like the social distance is really not that hard for me. But I be chilling with my peoples and all that. But for the most part, everybody know how I move. Case numbers are growing worldwide. Yeah, it is, Lise. It definitely is. It definitely is. But I ain't gonna front. I've been like this before this social distancing thing. If you know me, I move like a ninja. Like I don't hang around a lot of people. I really don't. I really don't. So how y'all moving out there? How y'all doing with this social distancing thing? Let's talk about that. How y'all doing with this social distancing thing? Are y'all social distancing out there? Press one if y'all social distancing. Hey, Rans, what's good, Rans? Hey, Rans, you know me, Rans. You know how I move, Rans. You know how I move. You know how I move. Are y'all practicing social distancing out there? I do the same, man. I've been practicing those social distancing for years. That's nothing new. If you know me, you know I move dolo. Yeah, man, my circle's small too. My circle's small too. Felicia, what's up? My circle definitely small too, man. I play no game. Hey, L, you know how we move, L. Real talk. You gotta move like that out there, though, man. You can't. First of all, and that's another thing. First of all, you shouldn't be with 1,000 people anyway. What Fab said? I'd rather what do you say? I'd rather 4 quarters than a dollar with a penny, something like that. But you don't need to roll super deep, especially if you know yourself. If you know how you move, you know yourself. You don't need to roll super deep. We say, Erica, everybody can't go, right? Everybody can't go. Word. I said, I'm doing great, but my name was Dan Shanard. Damn, that's sorry to hear, man. It's hard to hear, man. It's hard to hear. They said, when I'm with my peace, I'm good. Other than that, this is myself. Exactly. That's why the social distance is not that hard for me. And that's the crazy part. When I was driving, because when I was in the car, like a lot of people don't even get in my car. Like I don't even have a lot of people in my car. So when I was sitting there driving by myself today, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm kind of breezing through this social distancing thing. Real talk. I was breezing through that. But I want to talk about y'all boy, man. Exactly, you already know. You can't tell on yourself, Al. You definitely can't tell on yourself. I mean, we're going through this phases. We're going up and down. We still need to take those precautionary steps. Again. Yeah, absolutely, Felice. We definitely got to be moved. Like, we got to move. We got to move correctly. Like, real talk. Like, as a group of people, we got to move correctly. Whether you feel like, damn, like, they kind of limiting our freedom. Just right now, let's just test this theory out, see if it works. Yeah, Red, real talk, Red. Real talk. I love myself. I'm always by myself. I love myself. I do not do that either, but for me, it was insurance purposes. I ain't mad at you, Erica. But it's real out here. It's real out here. So y'all move careful out there, man. Because like I said, I move careful. This social distancing thing was not hard for me. It really wasn't. But I want to talk about y'all boy, man. I want to talk about y'all boy. Lady came in my home and I was saying they put it. I didn't open the door to talk to her through the door. Lisa, right now, real talk, And that's another thing. Before I talk this, that's another thing. Before I get to another topic, right? I want to talk about how y'all gotta move. Don't have a lot of company in your house. That's first off. Don't have a lot of company in your house because you don't know who this person been with. You don't know where this person been. And you know a lot of people moving crazy out there. They hug and shake everybody's hands. You understand? So you can't have everybody in your house. And that's another thing. You can't have everybody in your car. You can't have everybody in your car. You understand? We take people, you know, you got people that ride around these cars and sweating and all types of stuff. And some people don't practice, you know what I mean, being clean and stuff like that. They get in your car, touch your hands, touch the car, all stuff like that. Next thing you know, you getting sick. You understand? It's to the point now, I be so nervous sometimes. If anything happen, if I sweat, I'm thinking, like, oh my God, I got a fever. You know what I mean? It got me that annoyed, man. This is crazy. But y'all be very careful out there, man. Like very careful out there. Be careful who you around. Be careful who you behind. Be careful where you sit. You understand? Like real talk. Like my aunt was on me. She gave me some gloves and everything. Like wash your hands. I stay washing my hands and all that. But when she seen I didn't have my gloves on because I was using my jacket, like for certain places I use like my jacket, she really wilded out on me. Like, yo, you bugging. Take this time out the tape. Absolutely phenomenal black women. This is definitely the time right now where you got to take advantage of this. You definitely should take advantage of this. I was talking about this in my last live, but you definitely got to take advantage of this right now. Because right now, honestly, we're not going nowhere, so you can save money. You can definitely save money. Spend time with your family. Get to know your family. You understand? Work on some things that you needed to work on, as far as yourself. Build your own businesses. Because in my last live, I spoke about that. Like it's going to be a lot of new billionaires and a lot of new millionaires out there, and we should be a part of that. Wipe a bug on your arm and the rest of the arm. Just shout out, Lisa. Yeah. Yeah, but we're real talk. We need to take advantage of this right now. Like if you got some creative thoughts in your mind, you got some things that you want to do, and you got time, this is the time to do it. Take advantage of it. Yeah, I heard about that, Angel. They were saying like most outbreaks that happen like this become seasonal. They was talking about that in the news the other day. They were saying like that's how the flu started off. It was a big outbreak. It was an epidemic. Then it became seasonal. Mm-hmm. You still eating fast food, they're wearing gloves, but no mask. Don't make no sense. Hey, I ain't gonna front. It been a minute since I ate that fast foods like that. I don't really eat like that. I ain't gonna front. I snatched up Taco Bell earlier, man. I ain't gonna eat front. I ain't even eat it yet. That's the crazy part, though. I still got it. I've ever knows behind this stuff. Although the same thing, wash my hands and all that. Exactly. That's the thing, Miss Lady. Like you never know. It like it like got you looking at like this thing feel like a movie. Like I'm not gonna lie, this whole situation that's going on feels like a movie. Like you ever watched a movie, right? Where it's like where it's like a little virus or something going on, they looking at each other and they look normal and they like don't know how to move and don't know who is who and stuff like that. It's like that right now. Like we really need to be on our toes. It's like it's damn near paranoia going on. Population control. Yeah, we definitely consider that. It's definitely population control, but whether it's population control or not, we gotta be careful. Y'all be very careful out there, man. Who y'all dealing with, who y'all chilling with, man. It's real out here. It's real out here. And y'all be careful too, ladies. Y'all be careful out there too, ladies, because I know y'all got a lot of people that's probably still trying to talk to y'all. And that want to come, have a conversation and stuff like that. And I know y'all ain't trying to hear that. I know y'all ain't trying to hear that. I know dudes still out there trying to kick it, and I know y'all ain't trying to kick it. Be easy. I know when a dude walking up on y'all, they looking like a monster when they walking towards y'all. Unapologetically, your daughter called what? Word, Miss Lady. Erica, you feel me? I know when dudes walking towards y'all be looking like, oh, this dude better not even come in my space. I know it's hard for y'all out there right now, fellas. I know it is, man. Keep your head up, fellas. Y'all, we gonna get through this, fellas. Just be patient, man. Just be patient. Because they ain't trying to talk right now, y'all. Not saying that I'm out there trying to kick it and nothing like that. I'm chilling, you know. I ain't got time to be thinking about that. I'm thinking about this money. But I know they looking like monsters walking towards y'all, right? Oh. I was thinking about that the other day at work. I swear to God, because a homie of mine, he was talking about that. He like, ain't nobody even trying to talk right now. He's like, they be looking at you crazy if you even think about walking over there towards them. I'm like, bro, you already know. Like, ain't nobody trying to take that risk right now. Ain't nobody trying to take that risk right now. Now, let's think about this. On the flip side, right? Yeah, I already know, Erica. The media is not telling us. Absolutely not phenomenal. But I already know, like right now, like they were saying, like, you know, it's gonna be a lot of quarantine babies. I believe that. If there's a lot of couples and stuff like that, but it's definitely a lot of people out there practicing abstinence right now. If you ain't got no mate or nothing like that, if you smart enough, you ain't out there messing with everybody. If you smart enough, because this right now is it's a pandemic. You don't know who dealing with who. You don't know who been with who. You don't know who been around who. So be careful out there. Like real talk, it's a lot of abstinence getting practiced out there. I promise you that. There's some quarantine babies out there, but it's gonna be. But don't be surprised if it won't be a lot of quarantine babies out there. Don't be surprised. I'm just saying. You said, Miss Lady, you said I'm one. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, Miss Lady. It's real out here. It's real out here. Be easy. Like for real. You got a lot of people out there that's real shook right now. I'm sorry. Like you got a lot of people like it ain't no hugging. Like right now, all that hugging right now, nah, that's out the picture. I love you from a distance. I love you from a distance. Just know I love you though. Just know I love you. Yeah, mate. Definitely is. What you say, more illegal? Get back away from me. Word, least. Real talk. Hey, Ray, you know, it is definitely going to be a lot of divorces out here as well, man. Because this right here is testing a lot of relationships. This out here is testing a lot of relationships as well. Believe it or not. Let's talk about we all adults in here, right? We all adults in here. You know, it's a lot of side chicks out here that's feeling some type of way. And you know, it's a lot of people, and there's a lot of side dudes that's feeling some type of way out here as well. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a lot of people right now that's feeling some type of way. You got people that's in the same house together right now and that hate each other right now. Yeah, it is, Nate. It's babies being made, but it's a lot of babies that's not being made. But right now with this quarantine, it's testing a lot of relationships. You got people that's together in the same house and hate each other. Because before this, like I said, it was all good just 2 weeks ago. What's good, YouTube Queen? But real talk, it was all good just 2 weeks ago. Let's think about it. Let's talk about this, y'all. 2 weeks ago, people was going out, chilling, doing what they want to do, and then get to do whatever they want to do, and then go home. Now it ain't like that. Now you got to stay home. So how much do you? And then you got people that got used to that. Sometimes the woman got used to that. Sometimes the men got used to that. Like, you know what, my wife ain't come home. It is what it is. I'm a cheat, whatever. And the same thing, vice versa. And now that you got to be in this house together, you really testing it. It's really testing your relationship. Word, Mick. I feel you. Hey, Chuck, I feel you as well, man. Real talk. You don't need to run around like that. You know what I mean? You get that to a certain point where it's like, man, I ain't got time for that. You understand? You get to a certain point where you really don't have time for that. At least you said 2 weeks, right? It was all good 2 weeks ago. But let's keep it real. A lot of people feeling some type of way about each other right now. A lot of people testing their relationship. I'll tell you that much. But it is what it is, right? But you know, another thing that I kind of noticed, this coronavirus, it changes so much. Now, you got people that stand in the house now, so the murder rate kind of went down, even though it's still people out here that's getting murdered. But like this coronavirus shutting up everything. Like you can't get no money right now. It's killing it's bringing down a crime rate. It's doing all this. So it's like when you think about this, coronavirus thing, because I was watching this TDJ somebody sent me the other day. When I thought about it, when they said it was like they said it was a cleansing of the earth. How do you feel about that? Do you think this coronavirus is an actual cleansing of the earth? Press one if you believe that this coronavirus is also a cleansing of the earth, because we supposed to get ourselves back right together. It's absolutely definitely redefining my relationship access. That's what's up. And that's another thing too, Erica. I'm glad you brought that up too, because it's bringing people back together as well. It's bringing people back together as well. You're absolutely right. But I was watching this TDJ thing. Let me see if I still got it. I think I still got it. It's not that long. I'm not gonna make it that long. But let me see. I'm gonna see if I still got it, because TD Jakes, he had put up something. And I listen to what people say. I listen to different advice. I listen to different, perspectives, because that's what I do. But this is what TD Jakes was saying about. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I want y'all to listen to this.
To wake us up. I am careful about definitively saying what God is doing by any particular thing.
I'm not getting spiritual, but I want y'all to hear this real quick.
Enough to see people misrepresent God in crises like this. I remember 9/11, and they said that God was trying to purge New York, and the people are always quick to speak on what God is doing. But the truth of the matter is, I don't know whether it is part of God's plan to wake us up, but I do know that the coronavirus is waking us up. Yeah. I don't know whether...
I ain't gonna get all deep into that, but do you think it's an awakening? Do you think that this coronavirus is getting people in their right state of mind? Now, I'm not getting all spiritual about nothing like that, because I feel like, in my own opinion, I'm not going to get deep into it. I feel like this coronavirus was definitely something different. But I feel like with this particular situation, we really need to flip and bounce this situation. This is really waking people up. Because as y'all remember, and earlier that if you wasn't here when I spoke about earlier about how this coronavirus is actually exposing Black people finances and the way we live and how we got to step our game up, this right here is definitely an awakening. You feel me? This is definitely an awakening. And it don't even have to be just spiritual. It really don't have to be spiritual, y'all. Let's think about this. It don't have to be just like, oh, because the world getting cleansed. But as yourself, as a human being, as a grown-up, as an adult, it makes you think about things different. It makes you think like, damn, instead of me spending this $100 on these boots or $150 on these boots, I could have put that $150 and threw it right back here and stacked this up. You understand? It makes you move so different. And then instead of making you think about like, damn, instead of me getting this delicious Italian cheeseburger, let me get this salad. You feel me? It makes you think about all this stuff totally different. You understand? It really do. It makes you think about, instead of me going out to this club tonight, let me go home and chill with my family. You know what I mean? Let me go home and chill with my family. You understand? It really makes you think things differently. You know what I mean? I know I have. Like, we all ain't perfect, because if we was perfect, we'd be in a whole nother mind. We'd be in a whole nother situations. L, you're right. This is the sign of the last days. It definitely. My mom always say that. L, you know that. But it makes you move totally different right now. Like right now, a lot of people doing a lot of thinking. I can tell you that. I'm reflecting on my entire life for real. Real talk. Like I can honestly tell you, we got a lot of time to think. A lot of time to think right now. Like, cause let's keep it real. Nothing wrong with being spiritual. Nothing at all, Dennis. Nothing at all, Dennis. None at all. But let's think about it. Before this corona situation happened, a lot of us was living our best life, but wasn't even in a position to live our best life. Well, we should have been getting right to live our best life. You see what I'm saying? We was living our best life, but wasn't in a position to live our best life when we should have been getting ready to live our best life. And what I mean by that is, like, we out here partying, living this and living like this and doing what we doing, knowing that we should be gathering ourselves, getting right. You know what I mean? Because We could be getting ourselves right for when we get a little bit older. You know, a lot of us can retire early if we do our money just right. Because sometimes we get a lot of money and we don't even know what to do. We just blow it on a whole bunch of things. But right now, we can't even spend our money on that. We can't go to the clubs right now. We can't go shopping right now. I mean, you can shop online, but for what? You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere right now. Stack this money. Absolutely phenomenal. We ain't going nowhere right now. We just gonna get fresh to go in the living room? Ain't going nowhere right now. Save your money. Save your money. Real talk. Let's be creative. Let's think about, like I said in my last live, you got people out there flipping their businesses and they making their business to with this coronavirus situation. You got people turning a clothing store into making masks and gowns and stuff like that. Polo, they're about to get into that. Polo, the company Polo, right now, they're starting to make gowns and stuff like that. Guess who else making gowns and stuff like that? Baseball. They taking their equipment, not the equipment, but the material to make the uniforms, and they're making masks and gowns out of it. It's about to be a lot of new billionaires and a lot of new millionaires out here. We need to take advantage of this. We need to take advantage of this. That's what I'm saying. At this time, we reflect on our life. If you want to do something, do it. Do something. I gave up club years ago. I love to go shopping. Ain't nothing wrong with shopping, Erica. I understand that. There's nothing wrong with shopping. And honestly, I don't do the online shopping because I'm kind of like old fashioned. You know what I mean? Like I always been like a young old head, but it's like I like to go up there and see it myself. But for the last couple of days, I have been going on like the internet and like seeing stuff, and it's so easy and it's so addictive when you order. It's so addictive. Real talk. Time to teach the young generation. So yeah, that's another thing, Felisa. That's another thing. Like with this coronavirus, it's taking out a lot of our older folks out, man. A lot of older folks that give us game and stuff like that, man. So we got to be careful about that. We definitely need to, and that's another thing. Like I feel like it's a gap between the youth and the elder right now. I feel like it's a gap between the youth and the elder right now, man. You got the youth, they disrespect, they take the elder for the granted, and you got some of the elders that, you know, they just don't want to deal with trying to reach him. We need more of that, man. We need a lot of us to get together and do what we got to do. Oh no, that 1,200 definitely coming out of our pocket. You know that. You know that phenomenal. Bro, I like to shop online overseas. I know how great deals. And like I said, I ain't into shopping and all that, but like I said, it's so easy. It's so easy. Yeah, man. And then that stimulus package, like with this stimulus package, man, it really ain't gonna do nothing. Like, and we're not getting it tomorrow. With that stimulus package, we're not getting that tomorrow. That's what I mean by this corona situation definitely exposed us, man. It exposed a lot of us, man. We got to get our finances right. We got to get our mind right as a people, as a whole. I'm pretty sure it's a few of us. It's a few of us in here that's handling their business and doing what they got to do. But as a whole, we falling behind. Absolutely phenomenal. That's what I'm saying. We definitely need to, like, because now it's a gap between a gap between the old people and the younger people, man. Like the younger people ain't trying to hear what the older people talking about right now. They really not. Watch Containment on Netflix. You know what's so funny? I got Netflix, right? I don't even watch that. I need to start watching it though, right now, especially. My two adults, bro. So good. That's what's up, Felice. That's a beautiful thing. I make sure my mom's good too. You gotta make sure of that. Absolutely, Angela. Jackie, what's up, Jackie? What's up, Jackie? I'm glad you made it. Listen, man. Especially with that vaccine, it was something. Lord Jamal was talking about that vaccine earlier. Let me play some of y'all real quick. Lord Jamal was talking about that vaccine earlier. When they bring out that vaccine, let me press one. Press press one if y'all heard about that vaccine that they trying to make right now. because they working on the vaccine. They don't bring it up too much, but they're working on the vaccine. But I want to play something for y'all real quick because Lord Jamal was talking about this earlier, and I want to see if y'all agree with that because he talking some realness on here, real talk. And while I'm sitting there looking for this, y'all, I need y'all to come on. I need y'all to get the likes up for me. We only got 4 likes, y'all. Come on, get the likes up for your boy. I appreciate it. But I want to play this Lord Jamal and Vlad real quick. Let y'all hear this real quick. Because he was talking about it. Let me see. Here, go right here. Take a listen to this, y'all.
All right, here we go. Lord Jamal, welcome back.
V-Lad. Corona Vlad.
Yeah. I don't want that nickname.
Let me get to the part.
Everybody to go get a vaccine.
Let's talk about it. Hold on, let me get to the part.
Or had any kind of cold or flu type of thing, you may already have corona.
I've been tested. I might actually have it and not be showing any symptoms.
There's a theory out there that
take a listen, y'all.
If you've ever had any kind of cold or flu type of thing, you may already have coronavirus in your system a long time ago and been okay. But now this will be, a guise for everybody to go get a vaccine. I'm just saying, you want to laugh about shit like that, but when it's introduced to everybody and they tell you can't get on a plane until you get this fucking vaccine, let's see how funny it is then, fucking Vlad.
Well, this already happens in schools. Like, you can't take your kids to school unless they have vaccine shots. It's not like this is any different. This is the exact same thing.
Well, it's a different vaccine, a new vaccine with different things introduced. You don't even know what's in the vaccine now, so don't act like you're going to know what's in the new vaccine. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, ain't nobody talking about vaccine.
Have been blamed.
I'm definitely not touching no vaccine, but what he's saying is deep. Let's think about that. Now, remember, it was a big deal about that vaccine that people had to take for the kids. A lot of people was feeling some type of way. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought somebody got paid, actually. I thought somebody got paid off of that because they proved that the kid got autism due to the vaccine.
For autism and all kind of shit in children, all kinds of fucking maladies in the human body. So, I'm not all with this vaccine shit. But I am about staying safe, and this is what's so crazy when we're dealing with some shit like this is you really don't know what's true. You don't know what to believe, and that's dangerous. But I tell you what I don't believe, what I'm not quick to believe is the motherfuckers who've been lying to me all my life, beyond my birth or whatever like that. They've been lying time and time again, continue to lie. I'm not going to just automatically now believe, take your shit on face value. That's all I'm saying. This could be some real shit though. I'm just not taking it on face value. That's all.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing that I spoke about with my last live. They could tell us anything they want with this right now. We really don't know. And that's the thing, like this is like, it seemed like a biological war when you think about it. Like, I'm not trying to get all I'm not trying to make this a conspiracy theory or nothing like that. I'm not trying to do that, but it's like a biological warfare. Like, we don't even know what we hiding from. Like, 1 minute they say it's this, 1 minute they say it's that. That's the scary part. You really don't know how it's going to. Miss Lady, what you say? You don't know what the hell they're shooting in your body. I never had a damn flu shot. No, I'm planning to. Me either. Like, I can't recall when I got a flu shot. I never had a flu shot. The flu shot once. It got me sick. Never did it again. Exactly, Ray. Like, you don't know what's in that flu shot. That's what I'm saying. And then they want to come out with this new vaccine. How long is they going to take to make this vaccine? Think about that. Vaccine take years to approve and make. And right now, the way they rushing, trying to keep up with China, they want to make this vaccine. They want to make this vaccine quick. And who they testing it on? I'm not going to be their crash dummy. People that test. In Austin, they have made a hotel for people that test positive. Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool, Sherelle. Took 1 million years ago. That was so sick. Oh God. Yeah, just like the injections given teenagers to prevent cancer. I ain't know they even had an injection that got to prevent cancer. That don't even make sense. You said you got sick, Erica? Wow. This is a man-made built virus in a lab. Absolutely. This is when they're gonna put the chip in you. Hey Dennis, right now, it's a lot of agendas that's gonna get met with this going on. With this coronavirus right now, this coronavirus is a diversion for a lot of things that's gonna happen. A lot of agendas that's gonna get met. Then I heard they paying people to test it out. You can't pay me enough money, Miss Lady. You can't pay me enough money. Go to Willie Chain. He talks about the stimulus package. Yeah, I heard Willie talking about that too. I definitely shout out to Willie D. Shout out to Willie D. You never know, Red. But let me finish talking. Let me finish playing this real quick. I want y'all to finish hearing this.
From liars.
Well, do you know anyone personally who has
No.
coronavirus?
No. Now, supposedly, a friend of my wife's mother was tested positive. I don't think she's fucked up. She's not going to die or nothing like that, but she's the only one that I know of, and I don't know this lady personally, but I know her daughter or whatever, that apparently she was tested positive.
And before I even go further with that, I do believe it's what's going on right now. I believe that it's something going on right now. I don't know exactly what it is, but people definitely getting sick and people definitely dying. So I don't believe that there's nothing going on. We clearly see something's going on, but what it is, I don't know. They can't be telling us anything because it's so crazy how it's happening all over the world simultaneously. You understand? It's crazy.
Each other, we say what's up, we catch up, and so forth. He sent me a video.
Hold on, let me
He's in
play
the
something real
hospital.
quick.
He's fucked.
That's all I'm saying. Like all of this, we're taking this all on the strength. We've all modified our behavior on the strength of scientists, doctors, people that we feel are more experienced and knowledgeable than us. And I'm just saying that's dangerous. That's dangerous when you put these people in a position where you feel like, look, they know better than me. Let me just take their word for it because they've studied this and I haven't. That's what's going on right now. And I'm just saying science, okay, science is a new religion, number one. Okay, number two, there's been plenty of shit in the past where science swore up and down by something and it was all bullshit.
That was deep right there. He said science and new religion. We all know about Scientology. We all know about that. But I ain't gonna finish playing that, but this whole thing is deep, man. It just makes you really aware. It makes you really nervous of what's going on, man. It really does. It makes you nervous of what's going on because we only know what they're telling us. They tell us to stay in the house, which makes sense. We need to stay away from certain things, but they tell us to stay in the house and stuff like that. And all we can do is just listen. They can tell us that it's getting worse and worse and worse. They can tell us that it's getting better and better and better. They can tell us that. But we'll never know. The only thing we're going to know is what they telling us. Honestly, I believe everything will test positive because some kind of antibiotic we all have. We don't even know what kind. They were saying this in our body already, Erica. They were saying this in our body already, Erica. Hey, El, I feel like that too. Like, we only know what they telling us. We only know what they telling us. And the government do lie. That's proven. We all know the government do lie. And the government is very, very devious. Very devious. You said them chemtrails the virus? You said them chemtrails the virus, huh? Man, them chemtrails been a reason why a lot of violence been going on too, man. Every time them chemtrails, be aware of those. It seems like when they get hot, that's when the chemtrails come out. Nah, ain't no vaccine. I'm definitely not taking no vaccine. But let me ask y'all this question though. because I asked this two lives ago. Before this vaccine thing started really coming around, I actually spoke about this. Now, a lot of us, I'm not taking the vaccine because, like we said, we don't know. But then think about it like this. Like Lord Jamal said, he said that, and I said that on my live a while ago. What if it do get to that point where they make it mandatory? Where they make it mandatory that we have to take it? You won't be able to work if you don't take that vaccine. You won't be able to go to school if you don't take that vaccine. You won't be able to travel if you don't take that vaccine. Then what we gonna do? What you gonna do? I don't travel anywhere. And that's why a lot of us, that's why I'm saying with a lot of this situation, we really need to get ourselves together, man. Because the government right now is crunch time right now. With them, they feeling some type of way right now. It's new world order in process. New world order in process. Yeah, that $1,200 ain't nothing, Jay. It's possible to actually people about 10 minutes. I work for the government. My sister worked for CDC. Oh wow. That's scary reality, man. Yeah, that sounds very complicated. Yeah, man, like for real, let's think about it, man. Like if they get to that point, if they get to that point, like it's really gonna get real, man. Like right now, it's like I'm not trying to sound all crazy, but it's like us against the government, man. And I'm not trying to make it seem like far as like a war or something like that, but in a sense it is. Because right now they got their agenda. Right now is their time where they're going to enact a lot of things. They're going to put a lot of different things in there. You're going to try something like that. Exactly, Miss Lady. Exactly. They're gonna put in a lot of laws. I'm telling you, a lot of different laws is about to get changed. Because they're gonna make it seem like, you know what, for own safety, for something, so something like this will never happen again. We want y'all to take this vaccine because if you're traveling to another country, you might spread it. You might have it in you and we don't even know it. So you got to take the vaccine. We love going to Jamaica. We love going to Cancun. We love going to Vegas. We love going here. And they feel like if you got it on you, if you don't take this vaccine, you can spread it. So think about that. Yeah, Jay. Now don't take the cruise. Nah, I ain't with that cruise. That's a wrap. They call martial law. We'll be in trouble. Oh well, yeah. L Boogie, you know I already know, L. Hey, L. Rance, you already know I know. You know I know. I know you ready. I know you definitely ready. That's Agenda 21. We are at war, bro. We can't see it anywhere now. Word, Erica. Well, I won't travel. I feel you. It's phenomenal. I feel you. Because I don't travel, you know what I mean? I should be traveling, but I don't travel anyway, man. But I can't see myself just taking a shot like that. Miss Lady, that's a good question. You said, how do you feel about The Simpsons? They talked about all this. We wasn't just up on it. That's a good question. That's a good question. Because you know the funny part is they talk about this virus thing and the Simpson thing. They talked about it like 2 different times. And they talked about Tom Hanks. Remember how Tom Hanks is in quarantine? They talked about Tom Hanks having the virus on an episode of Simpsons. That's deep. That's scary though. And I let you know, you never know what that dude know. The dude that made the Simpsons. You never know what they know about the world, what's going on right now. It's a lot of elites. There's a lot of people that know things that we don't know. For real. And for that dude, they mentioned Kobe death in the Simpsons. I didn't even know about that. He said, yeah, something we going on about it saying never see you have to step out there. Yeah, Jay, it definitely is. It definitely is, because the stock market plummeted. It was for the least. I didn't know they had an episode with Kobe. I think I heard about that, but I didn't know about that. Phenomenon, I don't know where it's coming from, but I wouldn't doubt it, man. Like, there's so many people trying to take over and so many people trying to be in charge. It could come from anywhere. But I definitely wouldn't doubt it. Nah, they ain't had him die in no helicopter. Miss Lady, he did not die on a helicopter. I'm not trying to hear that. They had that on the episode on The Simpsons. Wow. Hey, Big Red, I was going to talk about that, Big Red. Give me 1 second. I'm about to talk about that. That Bill Gates thing. I'm about to talk about that. Hey, L, real talk. I didn't know that they talked about the Kobe thing, but they talked about mad things on The Simpsons. Mad things on The Simpsons. Niecy, what's up, Niecy? Everybody shout out Niecy. What's good, Niecy? That's one of my gunners right there. Wow. I did not know that. That's crazy. The Simpsons predicted. They even predicted. You know, another thing we gotta pay attention to, because the Simpsons, if I'm not mistaken, I think they predicted. They said something about Donald Trump getting shot or something like that. They predicted that too. They said they predicted that on their show. Well, not predicted, it didn't happen. But I'm just saying, like, they mentioned that on their show. But they predicted when he got nominated for president. They showed him walking and everything. They showed it side by side when he was walking up the stage and had the flags and everything. Oh, I know about that. That's in the bag. I know about that. But yeah, the Simpsons, man. The Simpsons, they Simpsons, man, they know something. Don't be surprised. The Simpsons know something. I promise you that. They know something behind that scene. But Ray, you brought up that Microsoft thing. Let's talk about that, y'all. You brought up that Microsoft with Bill Gates. I was watching that a couple of days ago. I was watching that a couple days ago. And when I seen that video, I said, wow. I was watching that a couple of days ago when I seen that video. Press 1 if y'all seen that Bill Gates video with him predicting this virus. Press 1 if y'all heard that Bill Gates video with him predicting the virus. Press 1.
Look at the diagnostic.
In that video, right? He said something in that video because the way he broke it down, because I got it, like, when I was talking to somebody about this, I got a different, you know what I mean, a different perspective from his video. Like, even though we feel as though he Miss Lady, you right. He working with that pattern too, and that goes into my point. Listen, you said that he has a vaccine too. I read it somewhere. That's his company. He stepped down to work on that company, Miss Lady, and it goes into my point what I was about to say. Now, while people look at this situation and they say that he predicted this, I'm sorry, it don't seem like he predicted this to me. I feel like he kind of put the blueprint out there. I don't feel like he predicted this. I feel like he put the blueprint out there. Listen to how he's talking about this. When you listen to what he's saying, he's basically telling, like, if an enemy was listening to this, he's basically telling them our weakness as a country. If an enemy was listening to this, he's basically telling them our weakness as a company, as a country. Listen to this. Listen.
And as you look at what went on, the problem wasn't that there was a system.
Hold up. Listen to this. I'm going to jump back and forth, but I want y'all to listen real quick. It seems like, and I want y'all to think about what I just said. It seemed like he was given a blueprint. It don't seem like he was predicting nothing. Listen, he's explaining our weaknesses. Now, if somebody else was listening to that, they could think to themselves like, damn, they don't have this, they have that. And he talking about this with the Ebola. And I'm going to listen, and I'm not another part he mentioned. Listen.
I followed it carefully through the case analysis tools we use to track polio eradication. And as you look at what went on, the problem wasn't that there was a system that didn't work well enough. The problem was that we didn't have a system at all. In fact, there are some pretty obvious key missing pieces. We didn't have a group of epidemiologists ready to go who would have gone, seen what the disease was, see how far it had spread. The case reports came in on paper, It was very delayed before they were put online, and they were extremely inaccurate. We didn't have a medical team ready to go. We didn't have a way of preparing people. Now, Médecins Sans Frontières did a great job orchestrating volunteers, but even so, we were far slower than we should have been getting the thousands of workers into these countries. And a large epidemic would require us to have hundreds of thousands of workers. There was no one there to look at treatment approaches, no one to look at the diagnostics, no one to figure out what tools should be used. As an example, we could have taken the blood of survivors, processed it, and put that plasma back in people to protect them. But that was never tried. So there was a lot that was missing, and these things are really a global failure. The WHO is funded to monitor epidemics, but not to do these things I talked about. Now in the movies, it's quite different. There's a group.
Now look, now let me ask y'all a question. Do that sound like somebody that's predicting something, or does that sound like somebody that's just telling you what we don't have? That don't sound like a prediction to me. Because a lot of people saying Bill Gates predicted this. He predicted this. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. To me, my opinion, it sounds like he just straight just telling us what we don't have. Think about this. Like, just listen. And I want y'all to listen to this other part. Let me see. I think it was at, I timestamped this. I think it was at 4:28. Let me see. I want y'all to listen to this part, because when I heard this, I said, damn, this make, like, when you saying that all this stuff is happening now, listen. Hold on, wait.
Ready to go. They move in with the progression of Ebola over this year.
All right, listen to this.
About 10,000 people.
2016, March 17.
All were in the 3 West African countries.
Listen.
There's 3 reasons why it didn't spread more. The first is there was a lot of heroic work by the health workers. They found the people and they prevented more infections. The second is the nature of the virus. Ebola does not spread through the air. And by the time you're contagious, most people are so sick that they're bedridden.
Now, you heard how he said with the Ebola, it didn't spread through the air, right? Now, when you listen to that, right? When you listen to that, right? Don't it sound like he's telling you, like, all right, next time this work, let's try to make it airborne, because that's what they were saying, right? They were saying it was airborne, right? Right? They were saying it was airborne, and how droplets of this and that can make a person sick and stuff like that. Listen to what he's saying. Now, I want y'all to listen to what he's about to say next. Listen to this part right here that he's about to say next.
Third, it didn't get into many urban areas, and that was just luck. If it gotten into a lot more urban areas, the case numbers would have been much larger. So next time.
Did y'all hear that part he just said? Press 1 if y'all heard the part that he just said it didn't get into urban areas. Did y'all just hear him say that it didn't get into urban areas? Press 1 if y'all heard him say that. It didn't get into urban areas. What's going on right now with this virus? It's hitting urban areas. Listen to this. This was 2016. Now, mind you, it's starting to go real hard right now. It's starting to go real hard right now in the month of March, right? In the month of March. That speech was 2016. 2015. My bad. 2015, March 17th. You heard him say next time, right? You heard him, Miss Lady. He said next time. You heard him, right? Exactly, because we don't travel like that. Think about that. Now, that was 2015, March 7th, March 17th. Exactly 5 years later. Think about that. Now, for him even saying something like that we was lucky. He said, next time we won't be so lucky. That's exactly what he said. He said, next time we won't be so lucky. What do you mean next time? Think about that. Now, I understand you got to prepare and this and that, but that don't sound like somebody that's predicting anything. That sounds like somebody that's preparing, that's letting you know. Listen to this. Hold on. Let me play the rest.
And we might not be so lucky. You can have a virus where people feel well enough while they're infectious that they get on a plane or they go to a market. The source of the virus could be a natural epidemic like Ebola, or it could be bioterrorism. And so there are things that would literally...
Bioterrorism. Y'all hearing him? Y'all hearing this dude? Listen. Listen to what's going on. And mind you, he just stepped down. He just stepped down from Microsoft because he have a vaccine company. And I'm going to play another video for y'all too real quick because I'm going to tell y'all what he also said. Listen.
We make things 1,000 times worse. In fact, let's look at a model of a virus spread through the air like the Spanish flu back in 1918. So here's what would happen. It would spread throughout the world very, very quickly. And you can see there's over 30 million people die from that epidemic. So this is a serious problem. We should be concerned. But in fact, we can build a really good response system. We have the benefits of all the science and technology that we talk about here. We've got cell phones to get information from the public and get information out to them. We have satellite maps where we can see where people are and where they're moving. We have advances in biology that should dramatically change the turnaround time to look at a pathogen and be able to make drugs and vaccines that fit.
All right. But y'all see what I'm getting at, right? Now, it was another thing that I was watching, right? And it was an interview. It was around 2015. He was talking a lot about this, yo. And it was called, "What is Bill Gates Afraid of?" And I want y'all to guess what he was afraid of and what he's talking about. I'm about to play this for y'all real quick. It was another video that he had 2015, and it was called, "What is Bill Gates Afraid of?" And I want y'all to hear what he was saying, what he was afraid of. This guy was really talking about this, heavy.
And I rate the chance of a nuclear war in my lifetime.
Listen to this real quick.
Money have a lot of people who think about nuclear deterrence, and I'm very glad that work's being done, and I rate the chance of a nuclear war in my lifetime as being fairly low.
I want y'all to listen real quick. So they basically asking him, what is Bill Gates afraid of? So I want y'all to listen to what he said. And this video came out May 27, 2015. He was doing a lot of talking about this. Listen.
But this in the nuclear case, you've got to say we take it quite seriously. We budget a lot of money, have a lot of people who think about nuclear deterrence. And I'm very glad that work's being done. And I rate the chance of a nuclear war in my lifetime as being fairly low. I rate the chance of a widespread epidemic far worse than Ebola in my lifetime is well over 50%. If we look at the 20th century and we look at the death chart of the 20th century, I think everybody would say, oh yeah, there must be a spike for World War I. You know, sure enough, there it is, like 25 million. And there must be a big spike for World War II, and there it is, it's like 65 million. But then you'll see this other spike that is as large as World War II right after World War I. And most people, a lot of people would say, well, what? What was that? There's two kinds of flus. There's flus that...
But you get my point? Like, he was really talking about this. Like, he was really going around really talking about this a lot. So when you listen to him, it don't sound like a person that's predicting this. It sounds like a person that's almost putting stuff out there to say, basically, I told you so. Because in another video that I watched, he basically was saying that how he was talking to Donald Trump about this. And Donald Trump really didn't really care. Like, he didn't, not saying that he really cared about it. They spoke about it, but that wasn't his big deal. That wasn't his big bottom line. And he also, in one of them speeches he was talking about, he also spoke about how we spend more money on defense than nuclear warfare. I mean, than chemical warfare. You see what I'm saying? So that don't sound like a person that's that's predicting something. That just sounds like a person that's basically showing our weakness. So yes, I feel like Bill Gates, I don't know. We got to watch Bill Gates. We definitely got to watch him. And then he stepped down. He stepped down. Mind you, he stepped down from Microsoft, this company that made him billions, to work on this vaccine. And he talks about that a lot. Like he's really into that vaccine thing. Like he's really into it. That's another thing. He really, and I didn't know that he was that heavy into that until I started doing a little research on him. I feel right now. Yeah, we gotta watch out for Bill Gates, man. That's why I said it's bigger than what we think. It's bigger than what we think. I'm telling you that right now, man. Like we're looking at this coronavirus as just a virus. It's so much bigger. Like so many people is taking the opportunity to do what they gotta do. Accept what's going on. What's going on? Exactly, Miss Lady. Exactly. Erica, don't feel like that, Erica. You just gotta just keep your head in the swivel and just pay attention to detail. It's all in the detail. Kind of the same thing. You make a prediction on the statistics and self intelligence. It's kind of the same thing. Thank you, Triple. Thank you. Because absolutely. Yeah, man, but it's real, man. We just gotta keep our head in the swivel. We gotta pay attention out here. And like I said, like I was saying, man, real talk. Just pay attention what's going on, man. Just pay attention and pay attention to your elders as well, too. I gotta keep preaching that. Like I have to keep preaching that. We gotta pay attention to our elders, man. Let's make sure we look out for them. Let's make sure we call on them, make sure they're all right. Because you know they vulnerable in this situation right now. They vulnerable in this situation right now. Bill Gates, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But y'all gotta be real out there. Y'all gotta be safe out there. With this Bill Gates situation, like I want to jump to this real quick before I step away. But with this Bill Gates thing, it don't sound like a person that's predicting anything. You understand? I know I'm bouncing back and forth, but it don't sound like a person that predicted anything. You understand what I'm talking about? So I want y'all to be safe out there. I want y'all to be, like I said, look out for y'all elder folks. And listen, y'all be safe out there. Y'all just take y'all vitamin C, vitamin D. It's look up some little recipes for your immune system and stuff like that. Because right now, let's take advantage of the situation. Let's become a better us. Like let's become a better us right now. We could definitely become better at this situation. Like I just see that this situation, instead of sobbing and being sad about the situation, let's flip the situation. Let's make it work for us. Because everybody around us is making it work for them. Believe it or not. So I want y'all to be safe out there, man. And I enjoy y'all company. So let's do this some shopping. Exactly, Miss Lady. And I enjoy y'all company. Team better us. Exactly, Miss Lady. Team better us. It's let me see. It's Frankiehardworkshow, Nisi. It's $ Frankiehardworkshow, one word. Cash App. That's my Cash App, Nisi. Let me see. Yeah, but y'all gotta be safe out there, man. It's real out there. It's really real out there. And I love y'all, man. I really do love y'all, man. I appreciate that y'all come to my house and y'all had this conversation with me, man. I really do. And I'm gonna be doing a lot more of this, y'all. Real talk. We're gonna get it real popping up here, man. I appreciate y'all. Jessica Mary, I'm a newcomer. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, Nisi, hit me on IG. Walaikum assalam. I'm about to put it up there now. But I want y'all to be safe out there, y'all. Hold on, let me put something out before I leave. Hold up, y'all. Pardon me. I'm about to be out. Let me just do this real quick. But good night, y'all. It was good to hear from y'all. And y'all be easy. Erica, I put it up there.